got the music coming in hot. It's a Thursday. I got Ben Hadley on this side of me. I'm hanging out in a crazy different city, and there's much rejoicing in the auto world.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop
There
and
it
stare
is.
when they see
I needed
me.
that vibe
They
this
want
morning.
no need to repeat. Run up on me.
There you go. There you go. Ben, how you doing, man?
Feeling pretty gangster right now, dude.
Yeah.
I got one of these. I got two of these, and I'm waiting for my third coming in May. Let's go.
Let's go. So if you couldn't see it, Ben's got both a Soducon scarves on right now.
Let's go.
Apparently it's cold in Burlington.
Let's go.
Vermont,
It
where
is
he's
freezing,
just-
dude. It's like 58 degrees. I'm freezing.
That's bad. If that's freezing for you, you got problems coming in about 2 months. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah. I live in Vermont. I forgot about that.
That's brutal. Yeah, no. So Ben is talking about the fact that a Soducon is coming in May this year. We've gone from September to May, and we are going to be still back at the same venue just south of the Baltimore airport, a little bit north of DC. And the venue is fire this year. The conversations are going to be so good next year. We've got crazy plans. There's plans coming together with like different entities, going to be doing different content sections that we've never done before. And I'm excited about it. So May 14th through 17th, you got to get your calendar set up for that right now.
Also, fire. The rooms, absolutely fire. Like some of the best rooms I think I've ever stayed at on conference.
Isn't that
Part
like
one?
You're like, why is
Part
that
one.
even the case?
No, that's a thing, dude. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to fly away from your family. You want a good hotel room.
Right.
Two is the food that y'all supplied. Let me underscore y'all supplied. Because normally they're like, oh, we're going to half-ass the food because we know you're going to go do something else. No.
Right.
You're not going to skip this food. You're going to go eat it. It's dope.
Yes, absolutely. Like lunch every day, everybody was eating because it was that good. So
Yeah.
they had all,
It's
Yeah.
insane.
It's so good. And they already like, we've talked to them and we're like, we can't do the same food next year, you realize. And they're like, oh no, we got ideas. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
So, it's good. All right, let's get into it. I got to talk about this. You've been on Auto Collabs before. Everybody that comes on Auto Collabs and all of the episodes of the Auto Collabs podcast, which you can get on any podcast platform, always have a ton of fun. And we had a conversation with Lindsay Ciavatone, the director of dealer relations at Car Gurus, and you have to listen to it. Your literal mind will be blown at the end of it. The stuff that she's trying to do.
The title.
There. Yeah.
I love the title.
Well, the title is amazing. And when you hear what she's doing with the title, because it's a brand new title that they've never had before, that's what gets crazy. So Auto Collabs, find it on anywhere you get your podcasts. But this morning, we got to talk about some celebration news. So do we have an audio bug for this? Tell me we have an audio bug for this. No, we don't have an audio bug. I was hoping today would be the day where Jordan Cox would come in strong with a brand new audio bug for the UAW update, because the UAW update today is one that we've been waiting for a hot minute. The UAW strike with Ford could possibly be over. Just 2 weeks after the UAW.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there it is. Just 2 weeks after the UAW sent 8,700 workers home from a Ford plant in Kentucky, the two sides have reached a historic tentative agreement, sending almost 20,000 workers back to their jobs. Here's a couple of details on the deal. The deal, mainly across everyone, has 11% raises for all workers as soon as it goes into action, and a total of 25% in raises over the next 4 years. It also reinstates COLA, or cost of living adjustments, and offers a 3-year path to top wages, which used to be almost double as long. UAW Ford Vice President Chuck Browning stated that the new agreement holds more value in each year than the entire 2019 deal. Workers on a lower tier pay scale could even see up to 85% raises, and temporary workers could get 150% raises. So absolutely historic. The only caveat here is, in order for it to go into effect, the union workers have to ratify the deal, which expects to get done here in the next week, but they're back to work, Ben.
That's huge. I would say it's also massive as a recapitalization or revaluation of human capital. Think about it from that lens, right?
Yep.
It's like, yep, robots are here. Yep, AI is here. But what is super valuable still and only trending up? Freaking humans.
Humans, yeah, and particularly in working jobs like manufacturing jobs. So it is a big win, and I think especially with all of the AI in the world right now, and kind of figuring out like what is the value of human capital, and it's clear that it's of high value to Ford, like keeping that around, because otherwise they would have just totally they would have just like punted on the whole agreement.
Totally.
Here's what the real cost is. Ford has stated that over the course of the 43 days, the strike has cost the company almost $1 billion, $888 million.
That's another way of saying that's another valuation of human capital, essentially, right? What happens when humans don't do anything? You know what I mean? It's like, quite a lot. So
Quite a lot.
day. It's all about the people.
Well, speaking of evaluation of capital.
Segue.
Vietnamese EV automaker who we've talked about a lot, probably like 6 to 9 months ago, VinFast Auto is significantly changing up its US and Canadian sales approach by adding actual dealerships with its direct sales model. So the strategic shift is in line with the company's ambitious plans and their launch of new models coming to the US. The company currently has recruited 27 dealers across 12 states, adopting a hybrid sales model, so direct and indirect, to augment its sales. Primarily active in California, and they've got a planned total of 100 open points nationwide. I remember when they opened this up, and there were a few dealers that were like, I'll raise my hand, I want to deliver these vehicles. An industry veteran, Duke Hale, who's an advisor to VinFast, said, even though they're moving this way, he said, and I quote, "You can't just wave a magic wand and put it in 100 dealers. The paperwork, the state filings, all that stuff, it's going to take some time. But this is a big move coming from a new OEM in the EV space."
It's notable to me because it's like everybody sort of flex themselves as wanting to be the next Tesla, right? Mm. VinFast is saying, no, we just want to be the next VinFast, right? Like, we're going to play our own playbook here. And I'm obsessed with people. I wrote about this a little while ago. Like, 17 dudes invented Agile, right?
Right.
Versus Waterfall for product management. Like, that is more innovative and has sparked more innovation than anything. This is like a veering from the typical, that playbook seems to work, let's just copy and paste it.
Yep.
And these guys are saying, no. Like, we're going to do it our own way. And I love that. I hope it wins.
Yeah, I hope it wins too. And the interesting part for me is this is also one of the lowest priced EV automakers. And so, like the combination, I think, of a sales network, of not having to create capital expenditures that are on their books but are on dealer books, and the ability to be at a price point that allows like more people in the US and Canada to purchase. I have a feeling that this is going to speed up their adoption rates in the US. Their VinFast is still aiming to have a presence in 50 global markets by the end of 2024, with North America and Canada witnessing a massive sales uptick because of their growth through their dealer network. So holla to the dealer networks.
Dope on the dealer network. My only like asterisk on this is like, kind of wish it was a different name. That's it. Critique over it. The name is just not like VinFast. Like,
right. It's like you had to put VIN in there, you know? Vehicle identification number fast.
Maybe they'll be the first to have APIs for their dealers. Sorry.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Got him. Right.
Let's go.
I have no segue now. My segue disappeared with the hot take. But this is kind of a fun story. So if leggings and robot vacuums aren't enough, let's just become a vet, right? Amazon is looking to take a large chunk of the $137 billion pet market and compete with Walmart Plus vet service offerings. The U.S. market on pet services is expected to grow by $200 billion by the end of the decade, largely driven by the fact that pet healthcare is becoming more popular. Companies like Chewy and Petco, who are primarily pet companies, are already expanding into their pet health verticals to maintain their market share. There is a lot of like regulatory hurdles, obviously, that companies like Walmart and Amazon and others that are not healthcare providers have to overcome. And Amazon has actually, and the reason why people are talking about this is they've already spent over $400,000 just on lobbying efforts to make sure that the digital health oversight can come. This is where I think that this is really key, and the reason why we included this story today for dealers and the dealer network is Amazon recognizes that they can ship and deliver subscription services, medicine, pet products, pet supplies, all of the things that are required to take care of like having a virtual office for pets. And so now they get the opportunity. Oh boy.
And it had to freeze you on like that too, dude. You know what I mean?
You can still hear me?
I can hear you. You're great. But like, you know what? They never freeze you.
Give it to me like this. Give it to me like this. Come on. Nathan, help me out. Boom. There I am. Boom. Look at that. We coming in hot.
They never freeze you in like a great moment. You know what I mean?
Never,
You're always like,
ever. Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. But this is what I think is key is they are looking at this vertical where they're like, we already do all of the things necessary to deliver in this vertical. So why wouldn't we just adopt that as a vertical as well? Because we can leverage our network and we can leverage all of that. And it actually talks, it's a direct relationship with the story just a second ago with VinFast. Is like, hey, wait a second. We've got space. We've got land. We've got a dealer. And you and I have talked a lot about like where are dealers going to find profit centers as margins get squeezed because of the sales model.
Yep. Yeah. It's a classic Amazon play. Find underserved niche, fill it, map out full customer journey, segment the customer journey, and then just own, what do you buy a pet? Well, we can't like ship pets yet. All right, fuck, can't do that. Right? Then, and it's like we're gonna just own each part of that customer journey until the whole thing is Amazonified. And 100% after you buy a car, who gains a customer? Not just the dealer, but the OEM, the banks, the insurance companies.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So right? which of those verticals can you take the dealer sales process, the dealer service process, and start to map to another vertical and find revenue streams? Because that's what the big companies are doing. So that's the encouragement. I know that the dealers are going to have some ideas on that, and I can't wait to see what some of our friends come up with. But for now, you know what? Just get your celebration on for the Ford UAW update, because that's a big deal. We don't have to talk about that anymore. It's a big win for auto. We'll see what GM and Stellantis do. But other than that, just have a good day, you know?